Can Brunson? Do we think he can be the #1 on a title team?
100%.
You think he can?
100%. 100%. Because he's a winner. You know what I'm saying? That team was just hurt. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, we're a really great Indiana team, but I can see them doing great things when they're whole. But man, he's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? He's a dangerous player because he at any time, like, he can start off slow, and the next thing you know, he got 35. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
He just gets going.
You just get to going. You know, when you need a big basket, when you need a big play, he was always in it. So, you know, with the right pieces, you know, all the right stuff lined up for him in terms of health-wise and everything else, he can definitely be on the championship team. He showed that in college.
Mm-hmm. But can he be that #1 though? Because they showed like the list of guys. I think it's 6'3" and under to be the best player on a title team. It's really, I think, Isaiah and Steph.
Yeah.
Like, so it can be done.
I mean,
it can be done. You gotta have other great players around you. Like,
sure.
I think what New York is gonna have to do, they need a scoring big. Like, you know, Mitch
Julius
Robinson.
Randle.
Well, no, he's not a big. You know, he's more of a wing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Like
know
a
what I'm saying?
forward.
I see him more of his wing. He's not a 4. He can't guard no real power forwards and centers. You know what I'm saying? Because he's that wing player.
He got to. You better figure it out.
Yeah, he ain't got no choice, you know what I'm saying, because of who he's out there on the floor with. But no, they need an actual scoring big because the two bigs they got are definitely defensive minded. So yeah, I'm definitely going to try to keep both of them. And both of them can finish around the rim, you know what I'm saying? And they are what they are, defenders, shot blockers. All right, got to keep
energy,
them.
yeah.
But if they get a scoring big, just to be opposite of one of them, it's going to open it up more for Jay Brunson because now I got to worry about the big scoring. You already got the 3 guards out there, the Nova Knicks. So now if you got to get a scoring big down there, you know what I'm saying? Ain't even necessarily got to average no 20, 25, but somebody that's respectable, like, yo, all right, we can't leave him open, or he got good post moves, or, you know what I'm saying, some shit like that. He needs to be partnered with a scoring big. Somebody else who can definitely get them a bucket if he's out, you know what I'm saying, because it's easier for a guard to feed the big man than, you know what I'm saying, the big man to try to just take it all over by himself without no guard. And, yeah, he would need Jay Brunson, too, because obviously he's a threat. You know what I'm saying? So you got to play him. That could be a lot of pick and rolls, dump downs. You know, everybody got to stay home now because this big, maybe he crashing the boards a lot because you see how y'all played Hartenstein, right? Y'all sent, you know, Miles and at least 2-3 people at him sometimes to try to keep him off the board. Well, if that's the case with that, here come that other big, you know what I'm saying, that scoring big now. They got the advantage sometimes here and there. So I think they need a scoring big down there in the post.
Man, I'm opposite of you. I'll flip that. I think they need to trade Julius Randle for a guy, a stretch 4-man shooter, because you can't. When you got a guy like Robinson, all you gotta do is tell a guy like Robinson, go watch film of how Robert Williams played for Boston Celtics. You know what I'm saying? He was never in harm's way. You know what I'm saying? He was always in position where he was attacking that rim, or he doing handoff screens. He's doing all that stuff. He knew how to stay out of trouble where he wasn't a liability out there. But I think playing him and Julius Randle, because Julius not really a stretch shooter like that. Can he shoot a shot? He's more of a shotter.
He can hit it.
He can hit shots. He's a shotter. He can hit shots. You know what I'm saying? But he's not a shooter. So just think if you insert, let's say if you traded Julius Randle for that kid out in Utah. What's the 4-man out in Utah's name? I can't think of his name.
Laurie Markkinen.
Yeah, Markkinen. Just think if you flip them spots. Now you got the space, you know what I mean? So now you playing how you want to play. The floor space, you got the big set of screens. He running to the rim, he dunking. But you got shooters around there and everything. The sports space is, I mean, the court is so much space more than you have, you know, Robinson and Randall, and they always kind of clash because they kind of can play in the same area sometimes. So
because that's who he's out there on that floor.
Yeah, that's
with.
who he's on the floor
he
with.
He is the 4.
Yeah,
you know,
so
when he's out there with Mitch.
But when you got a shot blocker and a rebounder like Robinson, you got to hold on to guys like that. You got
that's what I said. You keep both of them.
Yeah,
I wouldn't get rid of them neither.
But you know, the piece to trade is Julius Randle because he's the most valuable piece right now. So you can get the max for him.
Yeah.
And if you get a guy like Markkinen or some 4 that can really shoot it, that can stretch and really shoot it and hoop, shoot, that's...
Yeah, become another scorer that will help Brunson.
Yeah,
you know
will help Brunson.
For sure.
And I love the leaps DiVincenzo has taken. Man, he was, every time he shot the ball, it looked...
He had 9 threes yesterday.
It looked beautiful. So his trajectory, them two in the backcourt is going to be a problem for some years to come.
See, I feel like they had enough legit injuries where most teams, if you just run it back, it's like that's probably not enough because the teams around you getting better. When they hold top 9 like was injured, you could probably like run it back, hope for some health. I think the move might be to get another one of them Nova cats in there. I think Mikal Bridges.
Man, another one?
Again, they would either have Bogdanovich's money or if they move Randall, they got plenty of draft picks of their own and from other teams. Anytime they play, he huddled up. He'd be on the podcast with them.
So is Jay Wright coming too?
He might. Listen, you get the whole band back together.
So who do you trade him for? Randall, Hart?
No, Hart, even all the Nova guys staying. It would be Bogdanovich. He makes I think he make like 20 million, and Bridges make like 22. Like it's close there. You could do that and a lot of picks.
Okay.
Or Randall, like you said, and it'd be with Brunson, Bridges. You have to bring Anunoby back, but Hart and DiVincenzo go back to your bench. And you got
get rid of none of them.
Best bench in the league. Or they could again run it back and hope that their whole team don't get just ravaged by injuries.
That's interesting.
So
that's interesting.
I think we're running a poll. Can Brunson be number 1 on a title team? 56% say yes.
Yeah, I think so.
56% say yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
We saw the report he broke his hand during the game. You say you don't know about that one.
This man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why? He said it was wrapped beforehand?
I mean, it could have been wrapped. I mean, shit, hey, when did that play happen?
When
Where
on the
he
fast
swiped
break,
down,
was it second half or first half?
Second half. I think it was in the fourth quarter. Halliburton had a layup in it, but you seen him swipe down and hit the ball and kind of.
Yeah, we all do that. Yeah, you get a stinger. you get a stinger, but he wasn't having the one of the high scoring games before that though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just looked at it funny.
Just skeptical.
For me, yeah.
I mean, seeing fluke plays like that, I've seen that. That's how it happens like that. You know, he done reach down, done hit it. He probably done already had some jam fingers or something. You know how it be already. He done hit it. But then if you watch a couple plays after that, like even when I think they threw the ball in and he couldn't even go for the ball and we got a steal because his hand that mug was hurting and he was trying to fight through it, and that's the way I looked at it. And I saw him after the game. He had a brace on his hand and all that stuff. But that was tough, man, because all the stuff he was doing takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of effort. You know what I'm saying? It's a wear and tear on your body. So something's got to give sooner or later. Something's going to give, and you hate to say it. You know what I'm saying? Usually it don't. You know, you knock on wood because you don't want to see them guys go through stuff like that. But, you know, as much energy and as much stuff as they was going through, I mean, you almost got to, and I love Coach Tibbs, man, but golly, man, you got 5, 6, 7, you got 5, 6, 7 dudes on your team hurting. Like, that's unheard of.
They might need new training staff, though.
Man.
Some might need new everything. Everybody dropping like flies.
Man, it's something going on at these because this younger generation is different than ours. I mean, you know, they don't play on the concrete. They ain't play outside like we playing. You know, we used, our bodies was different. You know, they air conditioned babies. They got to play under certain conditions before they can show up and hoop. But
it's too hot.
Yeah,
I can't go DNP.
I can't go. No, but seriously, though, it's just. I don't know. Tibbs got to really look in the mirror and figure out moving forward on how he gonna have to handle these kids. And load management for Tibbs might be like, hey man, let's let him take up a practice or something. Let him take up one practice, man. Let's not tape for shoot around, maybe. You know, we're not gonna tape for shoot around. We ain't gotta go an hour and 45 minutes for shoot around. Can we go 45? Like you might just dial back some of that stuff a little bit to let them guys get recovery because so many people's man, everybody's hurt. Everybody?
It's like some of them are fluke injuries, but again, if you're trying to like plan for 2, 3, 4 rounds, which I think they are now, then I think you do have to take that long
you gotta look at
term scope.
Man, you gotta look at it, man.
So I said, Jalen Brunson said it was not a successful season for the Knicks because they did not get close to a championship. You agree with that?
He's supposed to say that.
Agreed.
100%. He's supposed to say franchise player. Supposed to say
I mean,
that.
we saw it last year after the Bucks lost. Giannis was like, "This is not a failure for us." So we've seen stars say both sides of it.
No, he said that because he won that shit already.
Yeah.
That's why
it wasn't a failure for me.
He got one. He got one in the bag already. Yeah. Rick Brunson trying to bring one.
Brunson trying to get one, and that's that mentality you got to go into the season with. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's either chip or bust. You know what I'm saying? Because then that way, if that's the mentality that you're rolling with, then you're going to get that extra play out of all the guys on the team. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get guys who diving on the floor more for the loose ball, might be jumping in that first or second row for a loose ball to get that 50-50 ball. You got guys who'll zone in more and, all right, who might come to practice, 20 or 30 minutes earlier to either get some shots up or a workout in or, something, but you're contributing to the team. And in the long haul, it pays off. So that's what you're hoping for.